gentlemen, thank you for welcoming both players to the pitch. First off, we'll kick off with Canada's national anthem. Remain upstanding if you can for Old Flower of Scotland. Ladies and gentlemen, before today's match, we ask you to join us in a minute's silence following the recent passing of one of our players' fathers. Our thoughts and deepest condolences are with her family and friends at this difficult time. On the referee's whistle, the minute's silence will begin. Thank you.
Okay.
Here we are, kicking off our international test match, Scotland versus Canada. Emma Wellswood with the first carry. Abby Gordon in at 9 there, passing straight to Georgia Briggs.
I think this win's going to be a big factor. It's Canada not clearing the 20 with their kick. Scotland can use it to put pressure on, get a bit of field position early, and I think they might get some success here.
So far, Canada's defence is looking strong. You know, good tackles. We just need to keep pushing.
Referee's indicated a 6 again there, too slow. Good opportunity for Scotland here.
One, hold, wait, go on.
Ireland taking the second carry in of the game so far. Canada again looking dominant in defence.
Yeah, if you look the way Canada are defending, they're allowed to defend really tight, and I think if Scotland managed to stretch them a little bit, they might get some chances.
Great run from Charlotte Hill there, just break the line slightly.
Wait, find the space. Go 3, good work. 3.
Wellswood with the ball, straight to Georgia Briggs again.
She's getting to a mountain of work already, Georgia, isn't she?
She's doing good, you know. She's a workhorse, Georgia. She will put a shift in. I think a lot of people know that, and she's definitely a threat for Scotland, a threat for Canada. Done well. That's unlucky there. That was just a sloppy pass of the ball. And
I think the referee's indicated obstruction. She's running behind her own player there. But it shows how tight Canada are defending. If Scotland can move the ball early, I think they can get an opportunity on those edges. It is a nice wide field.
And the wide field will definitely be good for Scotland, we know. So Rebecca Smart on the edge. She can
shift.
Yeah, she's fast. Yeah, she did play fullback for Scotland earlier in the year against the USA in Las Vegas. So it'll be interesting to see the difference with her on the wing and Evie Tonkin at fullback. That'll be interesting to see because we know they can both swap positions and play either side and be equally both as good.
I think it's probably going to be quite evident Canada will be direct in this first attacking set that they get. I think Scotland need to match the physicality that Canada have showed defensively.
Yeah, this will definitely be a test now. We could clearly see Canada's defence was solid, you know. Scotland didn't make a massive amount of yards until they got the 6 again. And that was
dominant
perfect.
Tackle, yes. Yeah. There we go.
Great tackle. Charlotte Hill, who's in there, you know, she's an absolutely brilliant defender. If you run at her at the start of the game, you will not want to run at her for the rest of the game. That's a fact. So, yeah, she's one to keep an eye on.
I think we can already see Canada starting to get a bit of a quick ruck, although the referee's brought us back.
I don't think she heard the whistle go, but no.
No, I think he's indicated an incorrect play of the ball.
Taking it back there, isn't letting her keep the ball, is he? But that shows Canada have got good skill, you know, they're good at shifting the ball out to the edge. So Scotland just need to stay dominant on the defence and make sure they're numbering up correctly on the edges and make sure they don't get round them or through any gaps. Is that Robin Pricing with that ball there? Good carry. She's a strong runner, Robin.
Okay.
Rebecca Moffat with the ball. She's got good leg drive, Rebecca. She's a strong player. Looks like Charlotte's going to take this carry. Charlotte Hill in with the ball.
It's got an offload away. There could be an opportunity here. Canada all over the place.
Kaya with the ball there. Nicely picked up by Enya Leckie. She's done well to keep hold of that. Canada scrambled well and got on top of it. Getting into better field shape now, Scotland are, so just need to keep driving up, getting some nice shape, stay deep and put a good play on and see how Canada can handle that.
5, move 13, hold.
Good opportunity to finish the set well here. Start applying some pressure and then tighten up and defend well. Scotland moving the ball on last tackle. It's not the worst option. Hand over the wall, 10 metres out.
Could be in a worse field position, couldn't he? So yeah, it's not too bad. It's first time we've actually seen Scotland put any sort of play on. Yeah, you know, ball out the back and Evie Tonkin, the full back, trying to take the ball. You know, it's not a bad place to turn over the ball. So let's just see if Scotland can defend this now.
Yeah, you want to see them just tighten up and get together, get off the line together, and make it difficult for Canada to get some goal forward.
Yeah, I think if you look at Canada, they look well rigged, well rigged, don't they? You know, strong girls. So yeah, it's going to be a competitive game. It'll be a good one to watch. I'd like to see a bit of better line speed from Scotland, maybe. You know, meeting the.
Force a knock on there.
Oh, that was good.
I think there's some real intent in Canada's carriers, and I think Scotland need to make sure that they get the numbers into tackle to slow it down, because if she's finding her front, that's the indicator for generating some ruck speed.
Already a quick play of the ball, yeah.
Back here,
I
back
agree.
here. Back here. On you. Go. What's that win now?
Kirsty Unworth there, taking the ball in.
Hold. Wait.
Good Canada defence. They just flipped her straight on her back and pinned her down.
Kept hold. 10, move now.
And I think in that situation, Scotland probably just need to fight a little bit for that quicker ruck.
Yeah.
Referee's already indicated he'll give a 6 again if he thinks it's a bit too slow. Oh, that's a hit off the ball. And the referee's seeing
Let's
it.
give it.
I think if the halfbacks are willing to play out the line, they might get a little bit of joy, because I think they'll be tempting those Canadian players to come and put some hits on. And it's just about being brave enough to take that contact. And I know Keris, I know she's a tough little thing.
Yeah.
She's willing to get whacked.
Even though she nearly just got sent into oblivion, you know, she got back up.
She's willing to get whacked, but she's not afraid of giving one as well. So
She may be little, but she's definitely feisty.
she is indeed.
13, move up. Hold.
You can see the organisation from Abby Gordon. You know, she's pointing either side, make sure her halfbacks are ready and expecting the ball. Again, Canada's defence is just solid for now.
Yeah, some big spacings in that Canadian defensive line. I think Emma Welsford could possibly identify, especially on this edge here. There we go.
Welsford with the gap. Is she through? You know, she's a great player, Welsford. She's always one for keeping her eyes up, looking out, and she can play multiple different positions as well. So she's definitely a good player to have on your team.
4, move now. Hold, goal line 4.
And I just think a bit of composure down here now. They don't need to force anything. They can apply some pressure on the Canada line.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone backwards. Still play on.
Play on. 5, away
It's getting a bit frantic, but just need a bit of composure. Finish the set off really well and then defend for each other.
5,
Decent kick over the top.
clear.
And force a repeat set. Good execution there.
6.
And this is what rugby league's about. It's about applying some pressure. It's about getting the ball back and being patient, because your opportunity will come.
Yeah, that chip and chase is.
The first 10-15 minutes of a game is just about settling in, you know, finding each other. A lot with it obviously being international teams, they don't get the opportunity to train that much together. But it's brilliant that you can just turn up today and look at them and they look like they have been a team for a lot longer than what they have. So yeah, it's really good to see from both sides as well. So Evie with the offload there. And Rebecca just found a gap but got brought to the floor by, again, some really good Canada defence. Casey.
I think Evie's getting some treatment here. She waved the physio away and then still was willing to carry that first ball straight off the kick-off. Good leg drive there.
Really good drive, that. She made great yards in that run. Just short of the line there.
Scotland could have the numbers on this left-hand side if they can flatten up. It's got to be 6 again. Yeah, played up by Canada.
Is she through? Emma Welsford, captain of Scotland Rugby League.
Again, the real opportunity is to just apply some pressure. I know Scotland are playing the player short here. That's why Evie Tompkins is getting some treatment in backfield.
Looks like Evie's coming off there.
Quicken those rocks.
There we go. Opens up. Oh, good tackle by Canada there.
the Canada's prop
But again, if you
forward,
look up,
number 8.
the opportunity out on that Scotland right-hand side, Canada have got 2 defenders from the post. Ball really needs to go wide and make the most of that. I think it's been identified. Scotland can execute here. They're in the corner.
Oh, is she in? Is she in?
There we go.
She's in.
Really well identified there. Emma Welsford got her head up. She looked for the ball, moved it, 2-pass shift, and then we go over in the right-hand corner.
Caitlin Cox with the try. So Caitlin Cox plays for Huddersfield Giants, and yeah, she's in with a try with a nice quick ball from her centre, Enya. So yeah, Scotland 4, Canada 0.
Number 6. 10 metres.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it in the middle, yeah. Yeah, we spoke about it before. The size of the field really gives an opportunity to move it, especially if you can play off the back of a quick ruck. And I think when Scotland get into the Canada 10, all eyes are going to be on the play of the ball, and if they can look up and find the opportunity to move the ball, I think Scotland can get a bit more success with that. It'll be interesting to see what the change is for if Evie's come off the field. See if that means that Rebecca Smart goes to fullback.
Yeah, like we said before, we know Becky Smart. She's a brilliant fullback. So it'll be interesting to see what does happen and who will come on off the bench and go onto the wing. Is she going to get this kick? It was a good effort, but she's just missed that kick.
You can imagine this restart going pretty much where the last one did, and I think if Scotland can get on the front foot and just be direct with some carries again, put Canada under some pressure. And unfortunately in our sport, if you get put under pressure long enough, you tend to crack. So I'd like to see the same again from Scotland here.
Time's off now. I really need you to be quicker in those rucks. We've had 3 times now.
Yeah, she's still on. So Evie Tonkin's still on the pitch, which is good to see for Scotland. We wouldn't want her to come off the pitch, I don't think. So yeah, let's see this kick from Canada now.
I think it's a better kick that time, but again,
straight into Emma Welsford's arms. She's never going to drop a ball, is she?
Captain taking her responsibility seriously there. She's not shying away from a thing, is she?
No. Good defence from Canada though. No messing around, no hanging back, straight up there. Good line speed. And again, a great tackle.
Again, there's opportunities for Scotland if they're willing to take the ball into the line. Was Becky Smart there, got whacked that time. Some big bodies on that Canada side. They're very physical, and they're not going to be afraid of putting a hit in. And it's just about being willing to take that and then capitalise off the back of it.
What are you doing? Touch.
Nice kick into touch from Becky Smart. Moves us upfield slightly. Canada are very loud and vocal. You know, they seem very organised in defence. We can hear them all shouting to each other. It's good to hear. You know, you can see that they are a well organised and drilled team. Their line speed is good. Great first contact then. Tackle on Georgia Briggs, but she's tough, Georgia, you know. She'll always get back up, quick play the ball.
Yeah, I think the fact that Canada played a week ago and got that result over Wales, you know, that's meters in the legs, but also time together, I think is really, really important. And Canada have got some players with some Super League experience. Yeah. I think they'll be able to draw on that today. But
knock on from Kaya Glynn, unfortunately. So into Canada's arms now. Scotland had a bit of a roll on up the field then that just was offload into hands straight in through a gap, and then an offload forced to knock on.
Yeah, I think the key is Scotland don't want it to become too quick. Referees indicated a 6 again, but that's not a bad thing in the middle of the field. It was only first tackle. So you can afford to absorb a little bit more pressure there, especially if it gives you an opportunity to control the speed of the ruck. Good contact from Kaya Glynn there.
Yeah. She's dominant, Kaya. She's a really dominant player. You know, she plays in the middle for Leeds Rhinos in the Super League team. So she's got that experience. She's got that drive. What any team needs.
It's a tough place to be as well when people are a lot bigger than you, but she's certainly not shying away from the physical stuff.
Contact's clear. That's clear for me. Pass has just gone.
Canada have got Petra Woods out the back, who's managed to get the ball away there. They've got some shape up on that left-hand side. If they can move the ball, they might get an opportunity.
Stepping forward off the mark.
It's a missed opportunity for Canada there. See how they finish this set and see if Scotland can then turn around and complete.
Go back on the line. Marcus tight.
Referees blew his whistle, making them take the ball back slightly to where the tackle was made. Oh, it was a quick turn of the hips last minute there from the Canada hooker. Oh, what a little kick that was, you know. Little chip through the line. She picked it up herself and she scored right under the stick. So yeah, that was a really good play, and it was a tough one to defend as well.
Yeah, I think it's an opportunist effort there, wasn't it? She looked up on last tackle. I think everybody expected the kick to the corner or the kick in the air. And especially after a slow restart, Scotland will probably want to have dealt with that a little bit better. But brings it all square. Scotland get an opportunity to kick long and chase the kick now.
For both. Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, any line with the touch, Judge, please. They can't be there.
Fair play to her there. She saw an opportunity, rolled the dice, and she got a 6, didn't she?
It was a good kick that. I was, yeah, good to see. Nice kick just in front of the stick, so I would think this will go to 6-4 to Canada.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Canada take the lead.
From that, though, I would just say Scotland's defence just needs to be a little bit tighter. You know, there was a couple of gaps there. A couple of players were just slipping through. That's just a cause of, you know, just communicating, sticking together and moving up with the person next to you. Talk to the person next to you. Bring them up with you. Don't leave any gaps. And you want to be a solid defence, like a brick wall, really. Make it hard to get through.
Yeah, especially against big athletes like the Canadians have got. You've got to be connected, and sometimes you have to be willing to absorb a little bit of that first contact to be able to do the right thing together. I think if Scotland can get the timing right and stay connected, then I think they should be able to deal with that, especially in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Good kick from Becky Smart, straight into the halfback's arms. Yeah, strong run that, you know. No messing around there from Canada, was there? Straight into their arms and off they go. Good defence from Scotland.
So you got second tackle. They're almost on the halfway line already. I think the real first carry got them to the 30. Good opportunity for Scotland to try and control the speed of this ruck here.
Scotland look, you know, they just need to get up more in the line speed. That they're making too many yards. Canada are getting a bit of a run up before they hit the line, which is giving them that advantage. It's a great tackle by Emma Welsford. Textbook tackle that. Great technique.
So to tackle if Scotland can wrap this up.
Contact's clear. Oh no, 3!
I think that is Scotland ball now, is it? Yeah.
I think Canada. I think Scotland need to be aware that Fernanda, the number 6 for Canada, she's going to do that all day long if the opportunity presents itself. Kick pressures, not just about flying up as fast as you can. It's about making sure that you're connected as well. And we've already seen a try from a little bit of an opportunist player. And I think if Scotland kind of underestimate her, she'll find an opportunity to cause some trouble again.
Yeah.
4, 9, you're not there. You're good now. 5 out now. Hold now.
Really good last tackle kicks, a priority here for Scotland. And then a good kick chase too.
Yeah, the Canadian winger's picked that up, number 5, and you know she's got quick feet. She's done a little sidestep there, managed. Emma Welsford sort of swung off her then, didn't she? I think, and unluckily just missed that tackle. But
that's forward. Not being seen by the officials.
Hold 2.
They're just getting in, slipping through them gaps. This Canada team, they're just great tackle that by Casey and.
Hold 1 line. Roll 3. Play the balls clean. Pass is clean. Knock on.
Oh, she's lost it. She lost it.
Oh,
referee has indicated that's a knock on. That means it'll be a Scotland tap on the 20. It's a real let off for Scotland there, but I think some direct Canada carries have put them in field position here.
I think Scotland will be thankful for that knock on over the line then. Like, you know.
I mean, the referee was in a good position. He was stood over the top of it, so you can't really say that he wasn't well sighted on it.
No.
On you.
Really important Scotland complete the set now.
Yeah. Cole Benson there, she's a really strong runner, you know.
She's found her front as well.
Plays loose forward for Barrow Raiders in the Super League,
There we
so
go.
she's got the experience as well. Kaya Glynn now at prop.
13, move now. Hold, let's tackle on. Wait. Go on, good work.
Emma Welsford to Georgia Briggs.
I think she must be in double figures for her carries so far. We haven't played that long.
She's a workhorse.
Getting through a lot of work.
Tackle two. At the back, two.
Good opportunity to move the ball here. A little bit of deception in the halves as well. Using the width of the field and then an opportunity to open it up. Canada still retreating here. I think the important thing is when they can get Canada on the back foot, that takes away that line speed, which they've been really good at so far. And then that's an opportunity to then straighten up.
Fitting it loose forward there, that was a good carry. Canada's defence is strong. There's always 3 in a tackle with Canada. It's very dominant. Just bounced off their chest there, that winger.
Outside 10 metres.
Decent kick, and then, you know, if you put the ball in the air, especially in these conditions, it's always going to be difficult to take, but they get an opportunity to receive a drop out now. We know when that happened before, Scotland were the beneficiaries and scored 4 points, so hopefully we can see the same again. Referees indicated time off while the Scotland player gets some treatment.
Yes, it is. I have 9. You okay? No worries.
Canada just setting up for a goal line dropout now, so it looks like it's going to probably come Emma Welsford's side again. Oh, that kicker has kicked that way a few times now, hasn't she? So, yeah, it went short, didn't it? Didn't go the distance.
It's a real good opportunity for Scotland now, and you want to see them just use this momentum now. Another attacking set. They don't have to get into the good ball area. They're already 10 metres out from the line.
And we know what Scotland can do when they're in good ball, you know, quick hands out to the edge, and that's how they scored the first try of the game. So we just want to see more of that. You know, some good shape, some good play. Kirsty Unsworth in there.
Nice little short ball there. Again, all eyes are going to be on the ruck here, and I think if Scotland can throw some shape and execute, the referee's indicated 6 again because it's too slow. Again, don't be too phased by that. Like, don't worry about it. You don't have to force the play. Be patient, and opportunities will come. If you put this Canada side under some pressure, they'll have to get through a bit of hard work, and then opportunities will come off the back of it. And there's some smart players out there in the Scotland team who can identify opportunities and move the ball to the right areas. And then if in doubt, Georgia just puts her hand up and she's willing to carry again, isn't she?
She's unbelievable, Georgia. You know, we play for Swinton Lionesses together, Manchester Swinton Lionesses, and she's always up there with the top of the carries. What's he give there up?
Forward pass there.
Yeah.
Ball just got caught in the wind there. Scotland need to defend this now. Last time they turned over the ball there, Canada got a bit of a roll on, and Scotland put themselves under some pressure early on. And I think if they can tighten up defensively, and like I've said, if they can put numbers in the tackle, then they can really do a lot to contain that Canada side and force them to kick. But again, be aware of that Fernanda and the number 6 from Canada on last tackle, because if she sees any opportunities, she'll play.
Yeah, I agree. And we can see that Canada's defence has been dominant in the way that there's always been 2 up top and 1 has gone legs. If Scotland just start doing that, there's less chance that, you know, they'll slip through these gaps and they'll break free. Yeah, they're still making meters, they're still on the feet. We need to just be getting the Canada team down, on the backs, on the floor, make them work to get back up and play the ball. It's a good tackle. There's that Rebecca Moffat in it, loose forward. And Charlotte Hill there. Two people you don't want tackling, yeah.
Again, that's a Canada fullback taking the ball right on the ad line, getting right in behind the ruck and identifying an opportunity. She's going to be a handful. She's got Super League experience.
Yeah.
I think they've done well to contain that there. This next ruck's going to be really important, I think.
Knock on there.
No, referees give a penalty for pushing at the ruck.
Oh, I was going to say it looked like a push, like she'd kicked the ball back too much. Yeah, set reset for Canada now.
Good field position for them as well, especially if they can get a couple of decent carries.
What are we doing, please? What are we doing? What are we doing? Wait there, please.
That's an indicator of the wind, the fact that they're not even opting to kick for touch. They just want to take the tap. It is a strong wind blowing back towards them here. But again, when you've got Megan Pakulis who's got the ball, she's really direct on her carry. She finds her front. And then they play the ball. Marcus haven't got an opportunity to get set. And then that takes away your opportunity to get any line speed. And again, there's another quick ruck. This left-hand side of Scotland could be under some pressure here. But surprise, surprise, Emma Welsford out of nowhere make the tackle.
Good hands from that number 6 for Canada. You know, she's picked that ball up from a low carry and shipped it straight out to her prop.
4. At the back, clear the line, 4.
Done well to wrap the ball up there.
Harris there, wrap that ball up. That was brilliant. She's only a little player.
Again, this is last tackle. I think Canada will be looking at the number 6 to come up with something.
Yeah.
And again, you can't sleep on her. Decent kick to the corner.
Oh.
Good execution. There we go.
Yeah, that was brilliant. You know.
I think that's her. She's shown a whole box of tricks that she's got. She's a threat kicking to herself. She's a threat kicking to the corner, and I think we need to get some real good kick pressure on her. Otherwise, she's going to cause trouble all day.
Yeah, it was a brilliant kick and it was a brilliant catch as well. She done well to execute that. She had her arms reached out right in front of her as she was running to catch the ball. So, yeah, she's done well. You see how far she's reached out and took that ball in and scored that try. So yeah, tough one to defend that right on that edge.
We talk about the wind being against them, but I think it possibly worked in her favour there because she put the ball up into the wind and it held up a little bit. I think without that strong wind, it probably goes dead out the back, and Scotland are looking at a top 20. So, smart player who identifies an opportunity based on the conditions. With a kick to come here, Canada 10, Scotland 4.
Just go back to the old way of doing it as well. For anything, knock on forward pass, old signals, because these, I can't hear, they keep crackling because of the wind. Sorry. Well, it's more as me I've thought too, but I've not really tried. I can hear you on. So just time up with the referee. Yeah. I can hear you on some of them. There's nothing I can do.
And she's missed that kick, unfortunately. So that's Canada 10 and Scotland 4. So it's just how Scotland, you know, how they react from this now. If they let the heads drop, you know, you've got to keep the girls positive. They're only one try behind. Canada are doing really well. And it's just which team digs in deep now and keeps on going. It's all about attitude and workmanship and working for each other.
12:40 left. That's the genuine time.
Looks like they've had a bit of a change around in this team. I think Charlotte Hill's come off at second row. I think possibly Kaya Glynn on at second row there, maybe.
A new kicker as well.
Yeah, Nicole, she's got one heck of a boot on her, she has.
Especially when you twin that with the strong wind.
Yeah. This is what Scotland need, you know, send that ball.
The referee's just called time off. There's the Scotland player on backfield who looks like she needs some assistance.
Kirsty Unsworth, is it?
Kirsty on that far side, yeah.
So Steph Gray's come on for Kirsty Unsworth at second row. it looks like, on that far right side. Steph's got great experience though, she's been in the game a long time. Currently playing for Lee Leopards in the Super League. Number 6 done well to pick that up again. The kick was between her legs and she sort of jammed it with her thigh and picked it up, and you know, she's a brilliant player. Got good hands. Tackle by Nicole Benson there and Georgia Briggs.
Coolest there, had 3 Scotland tacklers around her and she still managed to get the offload. That's a good shot. So play on, she hasn't been finished off. Good contact though. There we go. Again, markers need to be proactive here. Oof. Opportunity for Scotland there. Definitely got out of jail. Again, that's an indicator though, whenever Petra Woods wants the ball, she always wants it on the advantage line, and I think she's that quick anyway, that she's taking the ball at speed, going over the ad line, and she's causing Scotland some problems. I think when you see her buzzing around the ruck, that's an opportunity for Marcus to just look up and be aware of what's coming.
Heads in now. Tight to him, please. Thank you. Head in. Right. On you. Out! Play on.
That's just an example of Emma Welsford. She's how calm and collective she can be. You know, the ball clearly looked like it was going to go the other way. She just took the ball, took the carry, and just settled it in. She's got a really calm rugby brain. Emma. She's great to have on your team. She's definitely one the Canadians should be watching out for.
Hold now. Go 3. 3. That's a knock on. Play deep.
It's a knock on by Robin. Robin Price's just let that ball drop, and the Canadians have picked that up straight into their hands. And you know, it's not a place you want to be turning the ball over, because now they're in their half, you know. And she's straight through a gap there. That's just Scotland needs to be a bit tougher in defence there.
Yeah, I think the big thing there was the way Canada transitioned. The minute Scotland lost the ball, Canada picked it up and just went forward. And again, there's a bit of Super League experience there. People identifying that when you get an opportunity, you've just got to put your foot down and get after it. And it's no coincidence that that's Petra Woods again, playing off the back of a quick ruck, and she's gone over in the corner with a decent bit of individual skill as well.
Yeah,
good footwork, breaks that first tackle and then steps off her right foot.
She's handed off about 4 players there.
And then she can move.
Yeah.
Good finish.
Got a really
transfer
good
the ball as well.
as
Transfer the ball from right to left hand just to get it away from the defenders, and then she's gone over in the corner.
Like the Scotland players they've gone to grab her. It's like they've slipped off her. It's like she looks like she's impossible to tackle. So she's definitely a threat for the Scotland team.
I mean, that's what happens in our sport. You know, if you give away possession, you need to be willing to react, or be able to react really quickly. And there's a couple of times where Scotland have knocked on and Canada have just responded quickest. And I think that should be the message from the coaches. Simplify the play, just be nice and direct. And then if we do come up with an error, we just need to come together, stay connected, and just ride it out, rather than trying to fix the problem individually straight away. Still only 10 points in it. 10 points isn't a lot in rugby league, especially in a game that's full of momentum.
2 tries, it's nothing really, is it? You know, we're 10 minutes left of this first half. Scotland are having a serious team talk there behind the sticks. Canada are set up and ready to receive the ball and go again. It'll be good to see how Scotland do come back, how their attitude is, like I was saying before, how they turn this round now. Just about staying positive, digging in deep, and it'd be nice to see a little bit more physicality up front in the defence from Scotland, because I think that is what's letting them down. The Canada players, the strong, the dominant, they seem just to be running through the hands of the Scotland players. So yeah, I know it's tough, and I know the girls are strong, but bodies in front, get the shoulder in, and you know, see a bit better line speed, bit better defence, and the game will be tough.
I think a lot of it comes from just urgency on your kick chase. I mean, Scotland have got down there. I think Emma Welsford
looked like
I
Emma
think
had
she's knocked
possession.
it for. Oh, I think the referee might have said that Canada have knocked on first. I think we're waiting to see which way he's given this.
Oh, Emma's
Yeah,
picked
looks
up
like
the
a Scotland
ball,
ball.
so-
But again, just a big thing on that left side from Scotland there. A bit of urgency on the kick chase. You know, all three of them got down there, and that's what happens when you can put somebody under some pressure. I think the last couple before that, Canada's intent from the backline carry, they were getting to the 30 before the first tackle was even made, which then makes life more difficult to try and control the speed of the ruck. So I think Scotland front-loaded their energy there and got the rewards for it. See if we can come up with a player from this scrum. Evie Tonkin sat behind Emma Welsford. Kaya decided to go the other way, whether that was pre-planned or not.
Emma ran one way, Kaya ran the other way.
But it's good to see that they're willing to try something. They might not have executed it, but the intent's there.
Yeah.
And that's a good opportunity to get it. Midfield scrum, 20 metres out. Why not have a go?
Yeah. Bit sloppy passes there, just need to tighten up, sort those passes out. They're in good shape here, good ball. Georgia Briggs there with a good carry. Bryce, oh. Kaya nicely picked up by
Nice
Kaya.
little offload.
To be through. Oh,
Under some pressure,
picked
well
up by Casey
taken.
Curry there, that was brilliant. She's just short of the line.
It's a penalty, I think, there. Ball being stolen. Yeah.
That was fantastic play by Casey Curry. That there was a bit of a dodgy pass, which went to the floor. It was nicely picked up, and then Casey was on the other end of that. Then she was nearly in. Then
If you ask her, she'll say she played for the bounce pass, the oldest pass in rugby league.
Yeah.
Everybody stops. Again, I just want to see Scotland show some composure down here. Just be direct with the carries and then leave it to the halfbacks who are smart players to organise some shape. I think there might be a chance here if she comes back to the left-hand side.
Welsford with the ball, straight out to Kerris. Out the back to Evie.
The centre shut that play down really well.
Yeah. They're all over the fullback, aren't they, Canada? They like shoot out the line to get the fullback, so probably something they've pre-planned to do.
But again, this Canada right side are really, really tight. If Scotland can move the ball, still up to go for the short pass.
Fifth and last kick now. Let's see what Scotland do. Little chip over for Emma. And picked up by Canada. Can she be held up over that line? Yeah, she is.
I think it was knocked forward, so the referee's indicated a handover. But again, Canada coming 10 metres from their own goal line. It's a really good opportunity for Scotland to tighten up, get shoulder to shoulder and get off the line and put some pressure. It's really important that they win this first ruck. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Megan Pekulis, using all of her Super League experience, is the first person to carry the ball. She's in that strong brace position. She plays the ball nice and quick. And that Scotland right side, they're just not able to get off the line with the same level of aggression they'd like to because the spacings aren't right. But Scotland have forced an error there.
That's good for Scotland, that, because you know that Scotland are already over the halfway line and nearly into their good ball shape. So
yeah, we're looking probably 3 minutes till half time. Scotland get an opportunity, attacking scrum 30 metres out. We've taken the scrum across to the scrum line this time to open the field up a little bit more. This might be where Welsford and Tonkin want to link up.
yeah, you can see Rebecca Smart, the winger. She's setting up nice and deep, nice and wide. She's got the speed to catch up and get the ball flat, and hopefully.
Canada are defending really tight here as well. They've brought 5 this side of the field, but the winger's really far in field, and if you can get the ball to Becky Smart, I've no doubt that she's got the speed. If she gets the opportunity to show the outside there, she's
left against Scotland, just needs to be wider.
Oh, and Becky's had to come in field there for an opportunity there.
Welsford with the ball straight to Kaya Glynn, and she's found a front Kaya, so if they get up and get a quick play at the ball, let's see how Canada handle this defence. Abby Gordon, the number 9, taking that ball in there. She's kept calm with composure, so that's good to see. Wellsford out the back to Evie. Evie to Enya. Enya straight to Caitlin on the wing, so Caitlin scored the first try before.
Again, last tackle, just finish the ball in there, finish on your terms.
Oh.
Charge down. So 0 because I played that. Yeah.
Back to 1.
0 tackle. I think she's hurt there.
She's not got back up from
Referee's
that.
called time off.
She's tough, Kaya, as well. So you know, if she's down, I feel like she may be hurt.
She's done really well there. The kick was charged down and she's managed to respond and drop on it. And I think she's took one for the team there by... Even now, she's still not willing to put the ball down.
Looks like they're looking at her foot, ankle, knee, leg, I don't know.
Just guess them all.
Leg.
At least if you say one of them, then you're all right. I think they're looking at a part of her body there.
Shoulder
nice,
or
Sammy.
head, so,
you stick to playing rugby. I don't think physio is going to be your occupation anytime soon.
No.
I think they're looking at a foot or an ankle or a knee or a
It's
leg.
a knee, I reckon, I'm going to say. It's close.
Wow. Yes, none of your social media is about medical stuff, because I can't imagine you would have the followers that you've got if it was.
No, definitely not. Didn't really listen in school, so...
No comment. You've got to stay in school long enough to listen anyway, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, didn't really do that either.
Well, she stood up at least. She's still got a hold of the ball. I think she's intent on playing it. I think often in rugby league, after a stoppage like this, teams want to kind of just play it safe. But Scotland have had enough time now. I'd like to see them do something with the ball here, and why not? Because I don't think Canada will be expecting a shift play or anything like that.
Yeah, she's staying on fire. She's staying on the pitch, so yeah. She's a tough cookie. There's only 2 minutes left, really, till half time, so...
Yeah, she's been out there the whole time as well. She's got a right shift in.
Yeah. It's not easy for a forward either. Same with Georgia Briggs. And there she is, Georgia, straight in with the carry.
So this left-hand side got a real good opportunity because Canada they've brought a middle round the corner. Unfortunately, the ruck could have been a little bit quicker.
Nicole Benson there, she's a very dominant player, strong runner, strong leg drive.
Oh, that's a great tackle.
That was a good tackle.
Maybe not. What do we know? What do we know? Referee thinks otherwise. Looked like a solid contact.
Oh, Kaya.
I mean, she's only
got
just
up from an
stood back
injury
up.
and now.
You see now. Yeah, possibly a little bit high. I think when I said before about playing in the middle when you're not the tallest, you kind of leave yourself open for some of those when there's been some big bodies getting off the line and wanting to put one on you. But she stood up again. Hopefully the physio sticks his thumb up. There we go. She ain't going nowhere.
No. Take a lot to get Kaya off that pitch, won't it?
I'd like to see Scotland move the ball on this left-hand side a little bit more, because we know how much of a threat the Canada Six is with the ball. And I think if we got her to make some tackles, then you can see how tight the centre wants to defend to her. And you might get an opportunity to move the ball there. Emma Welsford, with all of her experience, I'd be surprised if she hasn't noticed that already. But again, apply enough pressure, you get an opportunity. Once again, Georgia Briggs isn't shy of carrying the ball.
She's always the first one to take a carry, you know, from a set restart, start of the game, kick off. You know, she's one to rely on.
And you know, she punches above her weight. She's a tall girl, but she's playing against. She's giving away a lot of size in the middle of the field, but she still doesn't shy away from anything.
No. Oh, I thought that was a little gap for Evie to get through then.
At right-hand side, demanding the ball. Good ball from Keris. Good take. Kept it alive, popped back on the inside.
was well caught by Caitlin Cox and passed back inside to Enya. That was a good little play between them two. It's the first time those two have played together, with it being Caitlin's debut for the Scotland team. But they seem to be linking up really well. Good little duo on the edge there. Kick from Nicole Benson. Is Becky Smart going to pick this up and score?
Unfortunately, the bounce of the ball. It's a tap 20 though. Scotland need to respond here. I know there's not a lot of time left on the clock. Ball's been kicked. The referee can't allow them to play quick. Has to be a controlled restart now, as they've passed the ball a couple of times.
Got to keep playing to the whistle though. The girls just need to dig in deep now.
Referee's control it because the ball had been passed. Again, Megan Pakula's putting her hand up, willing to take that first carry.
She's always breaking through that defence there, isn't she? Popping her head through. But yeah, good first half. You know, like you said, there's only 10 points in it. So yeah, it was a great game. Looking forward to seeing what more they come out with in the second half now. So it's still close.
Yeah, I think positive attitude when they go into the dressing room, and I think Adi will be quite pleased by what he's seen. Scotland have had limited opportunities to attack in good ball, but you know, with a little bit more composure, and I think just generating a little bit more ruck speed in the middle of the field will give them an opportunity to play the ball and find the opportunities with the Canada defence being kind of all over the place. Their spacing's a bit suspect at times, but Scotland just need to capitalise on those and then be willing to match that with some good hard working defence.
What was it on? The HIA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we still have the unclaimed raffle ticket winning number 11309. 11309. Please come to the top of the gantry if that's your winning number.
She is good here. So my dad's just texted me, you didn't say you were commentating. I was like, because I didn't know I was. So he referees in the championship. I think somebody said someone actually went to kick the ball. Nah, I think she kicked it.
Here we are now. Both teams are out, ready to start for the second half. This Nicole Benson about to boot this ball up the field. Good kick there with a bounce. Again, just needs to be more dominant in that defence, you know, get the bodies in front, get up in the faces and put a shot on. Canada are getting a bit of a run on there.
Don't think Scotland could have any complaints there. The referee indicated in the first half, and if anybody was going to be hitting people late off the ball, it was going to be a penalty, and Scotland have put themselves under some pressure there. I think you could see with the wind there, that kick just held up, and then obviously that first carry, Canada on their 40. The fact that they're not kicking the touch here, again, indicator of the wind. But Pikulis puts a hand up, she's willing to carry the ball.
Tackle that, Robin Price. Brilliant shot. You know, stopped it dead in the tracks there. Good ball for Canada, that. Out the back play there. A bit of a stutter from the full back, but yeah, she's been taken down by Keris and Kirsty. Knock on from Canada.
Nice little reward there.
Yeah, you can tell she's kicking herself with that, the player. We can see we've got a lot of people tuning in to watch this game, so I just want to give Sam Bryan a shout out, who's tuned in all the way from Rhodes to watch this game, and Kim Seddon, who's another fellow player for the Scotland team and also Manchester Swinton Lionesses, who's tuned in all the way from Athens in Greece to watch. So it's good to see that there is people getting behind this game and watching this international fixture, so it's good to see. So hi guys, thank you for tuning in, and Scotland's ball now. Emma Welsford, you know, taking a carry. She's always one to either get the ball and do something fancy with it, or she's just happy to take it in herself and take the ball up the field. She's fearless, she is.
Yeah, I think it's great that people are watching from afar. You know, there might not be the biggest crowd in the ground, but the fact that people are able to watch it from home or on holiday or whatever, it just shows that there is the appetite for the women's game, and I think the work that the coaching staff and the backroom staff are doing with trying to push the game wider, you know, getting some new sponsors on board, shows that there is a desire for Scotland to put themselves at the top table with International Rugby League. And you know, this game it is for ranking points, and that does kind of play a role in the future of the sport. And
looks like there's a player down there with shoulder injury for the Canada team.
It's important here that Scotland do a decent job on Petrol Woods here, because she's quite elusive and she's quick. Oh, forced an error there. Great first contact, well done.
It's a good place to be turning the ball around. And yeah, we were just saying then about, you know, people tuning in to watch this game. Personally, I was supposed to be playing this game myself today, but unfortunately picked up a match ban, so I can't be out there with the girls today and play. So my bosses and all my work guys are back at home watching, so I'd like to give those a shout out too. So Smarter Home for you, thank you for tuning in guys, and they're my personal sponsor for my club, and Emma Welsford as well, who's on the pitch today, and Charlotte Hill. So yeah, giving them a shout out on behalf of them guys too, so thank you.
You know, it doesn't surprise me. Even when you're not playing, you still manage to make it about you.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm done now, guys, I promise. Back to rugby.
Good attacking opportunity here for Scotland. Carry from Evie Tonkins. Again, bringing Canada off the goal line and making them turn around and go back. They're managing to get numbers in to play the ball. Spacing wise, all eyes are on the ruck. You just want to see Scotland just create some space here, maybe through some deception around the ruck or play out the back.
Canadians are loud, aren't they, in defence? You know, they're literally screaming. We can hear them from over here, and we've got headsets on. Is then you're going to give that? Oh, she's cut in there, Caitlin.
Last tackle.
Nicole with the ball. You know,
good
she's
kick through.
Chip through. Oh, picked up by
by the fullback
again.
Again, it's really important that Scotland managed to control the speed of this. Winger carrying out the backfield, good control in the contact.
Yeah, tackle by Georgia Briggs there, that was great. You know, very controlled on the floor, kept her down while she. Oh wow, that was a great shot. Nicole Benson, just have a bit of that. Good night.
She didn't miss her there, did she?
She got back up. You know.
Get that into you.
Wow, she's tough. Glad I don't play on a team.
And you know, this is for anybody who hasn't seen a lot of women's rugby league. There is absolutely no difference between the women and the men. It's just as physical. It's just as gladiatorial. And you know, anybody watching any level of rugby league across the world, if that was hit in the NRL, it would go viral on social media.
Yeah. I might share it on my TikTok, see if it'll go viral, because that was a great hit.
It was. I'm not sure she knew too much about it, either of them, but she's done well.
I know. Both
I think it's really good.
Like champ, yeah.
It's a really good indicator for Scotland there that they managed to force Canada to kick.
Yeah.
And, you know, first tackle on the 40. As long as they can get away to a completion and they can get into the arm wrestle here, they can put some of those Canadian forwards sort of in the washing machine in the middle of the field and get them doing some hard work, because that's when errors come and that's when opportunities to play will come from.
It looked like Emma didn't have anyone with her there, really. Could have been up with her a bit more. Again, strong defence by Canada. You know, Scotland aren't making that many metres as I'm sure they'd like to be. Oh, and Emma Welsford, what a run that was. She's through that little gap and just been pulled down by her shirt. She's done well then, Emma. You know, kept hold of that ball.
Last tackle.
Oh, go on, Nicole, boot it. Going to be picked up by the Canada fullback again, Patra. She's straight through a gap there. Scotland's defence, you know, they need to be putting the shoulder in front, yeah, bodies in front.
I think she's trying to milk something out of that didn't exist there. But again, Emma Welsford spotted an opportunity there. The middle of the field will open up when you manage to play quick, and you know, moving those Canada forwards around, they won't move laterally very well because they've got through that much work in attack. That the opportunities will come, and I think if Scotland had been a bit more reactive and somebody had to push through and support, the opportunity might have been.
Georgia down with an injury there. She's running with a bit of a limp there. She is Georgia Briggs. Don't know if you can see her on the camera, but
I think she's too honest for her own good there. She could have possibly stayed down and got the referee to stop the game, but
yeah,
that's a good kick by the 6th, and she's chased her own kick and made the tackle there.
She follows her kicks through well. She does that halfback. She's a cracking player. Seen some really impressive stuff from her.
Yeah, she's got a good kicking game, and she knows sort of to kick into space, and then she gets on her bike and gets after it as well, and that's the key. Scotland with a goal line drop out here, and you know they need to ride this little bit of pressure that they're under and hopefully force the error from Canada and get the ball back. Good take over ahead there. She ain't going anywhere other than straight. Nice and direct with the carry.
Tackle around the legs from Emma Welsford there. She's good at those textbook tackles, you know, she gets low. She's small and there's not much to her, but she's a fantastic tackler. She's great.
Offload from Pekulis there, she managed to spin out.
They've done well
Scotland
to
can keep the ball, keep it wrapped up there.
The ball's the threat, you know, that you should be wrapping that up all the time, and Canada, she had a good handoff on that player and she did nearly get the ball out. And Canada have just scored in that corner.
Yeah, again, that's Pekulis and Woods linking up, just coming down that left side, and Woods out the back as a fullback, just a catch and pass. Did enough to draw the centre and then put the winger into some space there.
No idea, I'm on the flag. I kind of would have gathered that if you went on the flag anyway.
Yeah, good play there, you know, executing numbers, and that's the block play, and that's what it does when it's executed properly. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Pekulis and Woods are linking up. You know, for Scotland, an indicator of where the ball's going to go is where those two players are, and why wouldn't they be with the experience that they've got?
Thank you, Rebecca.
This is a hard kick to take, you know, it is pretty much just from the touchline, but the wind is in her favour this side, so we'll see how that affects whether she gets it or not.
You're not going to call it then? You're not going to make a call? Come on, Sammy.
I'm going to say miss. Only because I think she did miss the other one, didn't she, when it was from that side. That's the only reason I'm saying that. And it's a miss.
Commentator's curse there.
Sorry.
You're allowed to be glad because you're a player.
I'm neutral, I promise.
No, you're not. You're shouting out your sponsors and everything. You're far from neutral.
I know, they're not even my Scotland sponsors. They're our club sponsors, but yeah, thanks, guys.
I think it's really important that Scotland don't just fold and kind of capitulate here. You know, going into the wind, it's really important that they manage to front up in defence.
Oh, here we go. We've got a replay coming up of that stunning tackle from Nicole Benson. I'm excited to watch this back, actually. So, yeah. Here we go. So, you can see there, she's planted her feet already.
Boom. Yeah, that in here.
That is... They both just jump straight up as well. That is class.
Yeah,
class.
And anybody who doesn't want to see that in our sport is watching the wrong game.
Yeah, you know, it's what it's about, isn't it? Like, here she is there, Nicole Benson running back. You know, she's a fantastic player. She's not someone you want to run at, and she played for Scotland earlier this year against the USA, and I think she scored like one great try down the middle, I think it was, and the commentator, he was an American football commentator, and he kept calling her like crazy funny names. I'm not even going to repeat them back on this, but if you ever want to watch the reel of the USA game, you need to watch it, because Nicole, she had a cracker. But yeah, I don't think Nicole will be too happy with that kick.
She's doubled up and made that tackle there.
Yeah, she's earned it. You know, she's worked back. She's made up for it. Bit of a short kick, probably didn't go the way she wanted it to, but she's chased back and, you know,
and that's the thing with those short kick-offs. You know, if Scotland gather that ball and go through and score, then it's a great play, but unfortunately they managed to pick the ball up and they generated some momentum. That
was a fantastic try-saving tackle by Evie Tonkin there, because the size of Evie compared to the player, the number 14 was it, she just tackled, like, there's massive difference in size, and she's just brought her down one-on-one. So that's great. She'll be made up with that.
Thank you.
But
Scotland got off there with a knock-on from Canada.
They did. Scotland's defence it's not been as strong as we would like to say we've seen it in the past. You know, when we played the USA, they were big, strong American football girls. They've come from American football previously. That was their sport before they went into rugby, and they were strong and dominant. And I feel like Scotland's defence was a lot tighter, a lot up front more, and I just want to see more of that today from the Scotland team, because we know they can do it. But Canada just ran straight through the middle of them then twice. So yeah, hopefully they're getting into each other and getting the bodies in front.
A big factor in the US game though, because we were out there as well, you know, it was a high school American football field, the dimensions of it. I would probably say that the field in the US was probably 20 metres narrower, so it's much easier to stay compact when you haven't got as much space to defend. And obviously Canada run with some intent. They've got some athletic girls who taking the ball on the front foot. It's difficult to defend if you defend in the space, and when you're not used to defending with each other, and you know, a few new combinations today for Scotland, they'll be better for it in the more time they spend together. But unfortunately, with the nature of the sport and where it's at, and people's geography doesn't allow, you know, everybody to spend that much time together.
Yeah.
The fact that Canada played a week ago, you know, they've got that little bit of continuity already.
Yeah, definitely. They've had time to recover, you know, they've had time to get used to each other as a team. They've spent the whole week together, which also benefits the team. So, yeah.
Interesting play here. So Petra Woods is starting behind the scrum. Player will come off the 7, and I think she's going to look up and decide which way she's going to go, whether it goes left or right. You want to see the back rowers get out the scrum for Scotland here and try and put some pressure on that ball player, and then it becomes man on man. They've dealt with it quite well.
We've just had a comment on the live feed as well. Someone's tuned in from Australia to watch this game. So hi to the guys down under. I think it was Sharon or Shannon. So hello, thank you for tuning in. And yeah, it's great to see, you know, people from all over the world are tuning in and watching this today. So yeah, that's fantastic. Good for the women's sport. Good defence there. Charlotte Hill's involved in that tackle, and Robin Price. Ball to floor, you know, Canada should be better at passing that ball.
Good urgency though. Scotland players around the ball, making sure they get underneath it so she can't find a way to get the ground.
Yeah, Scotland reacted well. Is that a knock on? Did it touch her? Yeah, he's given a knock on.
And again, that's the issue that Scotland had in the first half. Attacking close to the line, it's great, but in a wind like this, when that ball floats and sits up, and you've got defenders coming off the goal line and willing to put you under some pressure, you'll get opportunities as long as you've got some intent to get off your line and make a tackle. So Scotland just need to be direct with their carries here, and I don't think they can go too far away from that direct game plan, trying to generate some ruck speed, because Canada aren't infallible. There's opportunities if you can just get them to lose their spacing in the middle of the field. But even now, the way they're defending from that scrum, a 3 and a 3, and they're really tight.
Eva Tonkin there with a great carry from that scrum. You know, she looked like she was looking to give the pass away, but she ended up taking the ball in herself, and she's made some good meters. And Becky Smart out on the other wing there. What a leg drive that is. You know, it took a lot to get her down, and she's keeping her legs pumping in attack. So yeah, Casey Curry there, another good player. Plays for Workington Town.
That's 3.
The Scotland backline haven't had a chance to carry the ball much, so it's good to see them getting through some work here in this set. It gives those forwards a chance to get a bit of a breather, and then an opportunity to play off the front foot. Karis Gregory just jumping out with dummy half there.
Little tip onto Kaya Glynn. Again, Canada's defence, their line speed, you can see how, look, they're pretty much up in their faces already, and another great catch from the centre there, the number 3. Little sidestep, and she's run round Nicole and straight into 4 Scotland defenders, and she's taken down. So yeah, good return. Not a bad place to be, you know, turning over. They're not too far down the field.
So now you see Canada following suit, and it's their outside backs that are carrying the ball now.
Yeah. Tackle by Emma Wellsford there. It's a great tackle. Didn't she get her down? It's Kirsty. Is that Kirsty Unsworth again? Another one-on-one tackle. It's Robin Price. Sorry, that's a good tackle though. Oh, it looked like she was going for that kick like she did in this corner over in the first half, you know, when a winger caught it and scored. So Scotland done well to defend that, picked that up, and now it's Scotland's ball.
I'm not even convinced that was last tackle there. I didn't see the referee's hand up in the air. So the fact that she's willing to play, Becky Smart was really...
Yeah.
I was going to say she was really smart there.
Yeah.
She showed her game knowledge to be able to get round in backfield and deal with that kick.
Yeah, we don't call her Smarty for nothing. Enya, the centre, coming in and taking a carry. It's good to see like the backs working, you know, the backs coming in and taking some of the work off, the workload off the forwards.
It's gone back.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the key thing there is when the backs go in and do some work, you want to see your middle forwards and your back rows just pull away a little bit and hold some shape, because that allows Canada to tighten up.
Yeah.
And, you know, outside backs carrying good leg speed, but they haven't got much size about them to punch holes, and we're allowing Canada to just be nice and compact with the way they defend. And unfortunately, that's resulted in the error there. Really important now that Scotland deal with this and defend connected. Referees indicated time off while a Canada player gets some treatment.
Yeah, in fairness, yeah. Looking where all my players are. Thinking, why is there all players coming to scrum?
Yeah, it doesn't look too serious. The Canada players, she's stood up. She's walking back into the scrum now. So everything will carry on as it was.
Okay, water off now, please. Water off.
So it's interesting, the 7 feet in the scrum. I think we can see. I'd be surprised if Canada don't sweep around to the right here.
Mm.
And again, it's about making sure that the back rowers get out the scrum, nice and proactive, try to put inside pressure on that ball player, and then you allow it to become man on man, because Canada have gone with 4 there, but Scotland can make it. Yeah, I think they've dealt with that really well on the drift there. And again, that Emma Welsford's willingness to work hard from the inside.
Yeah, Emma read that dummy perfect, so
forward.
Oh,
maybe not.
No.
But again, Canada are probably a little bit guilty of forcing the play.
Yeah.
When you can get them over on the sideline, they have to move the ball in the middle of the field, and that's where those wide passes, especially against a defensive line that are willing to get up and put some pressure on you, you'll get an opportunity to force an error there.
People's way here. Head in. Head in, please. Head in the back. It's okay, it's fine.
You can see the organisation from the Scotland team, you know. Emma coming round from the back of the rock, going to Kerris.
0.
And that's just concentration from the Scotland team, you know. Don't want to be turning the ball over there and, you know, inside Scotland's 30 metre line. It gives Canada such a good opportunity and an advantage when they've just literally had the ball in that side of the pitch. So it'll be interesting to see how Scotland do turn up from this now and react. Just like that, like one-on-one tackle by Emma Welsford.
Emma Welsford's not moving there now.
No, she looks like she's hurt herself. She's tough, Emma, though. Look, she's back up on her feet. She's hobbling over. There she is. As you can just see her in the corner. She's okay.
Just to point out about that error there, I know Scotland have tried to move the ball and Becky Smart's knocked it on, but the big difference was in the first half, they'd knock on the ball in midfield and those Canada middles would pick the ball up and be nice and direct, but at least over by a sideline.
Yeah.
Scotland had the opportunity to scramble back, slow that ruck down, and again, Emma's willingness to work hard and force the error.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Scotland need to do. They need to take a lot of heart from the fact that we've played sort of 20 minutes of this half and there's only been 4 points, there's been one score, and they've been under some pressure. So I think the fact that they've managed to ride it, you know, I'm not saying that they're going to come back and win the game, but certainly making it more difficult to score against is going to put Canada under some pressure, and you know, they force the play, and you never know what happens in our sport.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's about staying in the game. You know, don't let your heads drop. You know, they might be 4 points to 18, but there's still time. There's still time for Scotland. They've shown so much potential. You know, we know we can ship the ball out to the edges. We know we can score. We know we've got big middles who can put shots on. And as you can see there on the screen, there's just our sponsors along the bottom. So yeah, if we can just give a shout out to those sponsors for the Scotland Women's Rugby League team. Thank you guys for your support, and it's great to have you on board. And yeah, we appreciate all the help towards these Test Series matches, you know, for world ranking points. So yeah, thank you.
I think it's really important now with a stoppage like that to just stay switched on and make sure you concentrate. You know, the coaches come on the field and give some instructions, and it's still got to be quite simple. Yeah, you've got an opportunity to talk to them for quite a while, but it's really important to make sure that what you say to them is what they need to hear, and giving them some direct pointers about how they can get out of their own end. You know, that's exactly what you want to see from your captain.
That was a fantastic
She's picked out her opposite number. She's given her the big see you later. There's one in the face. And again, Canada are now responding.
And now Charlotte Hill, fantastic.
There we go. And Canada are they're going to try and wrestle back the speed of that ruck now. And it's going to involve people committing a little.
Back to one, the ref's calling there. I don't know if you can see his hand movements off the camera, but yeah, he's called a back to one. Nicole Benson with the ball, another great drive. That's three fantastic carries. Emma Welsford, Charlotte Hill, into Nicole. And now Rebecca Moffat straight to Robin Price.
Yeah, I think the Canada 6 took that personally there, and she was the one that gave away the 6 again, and that's what happens. You know, she's had a big say in the outcome of the game so far. Yeah. She's controlled everything with the ball, and Emma Welsford picked her out in defence and made her do something that she probably didn't want to do. And look at the opportunity that Scotland now get. They're in good ball. They've got tackles in the bank. And those Canada middles, you know, the retreats aren't great, and they need to get an opportunity to just get to a good completion and make Canada go the full length of the field to use the ball.
Fifth and last kick now, ref showing. Nicole with the boot.
Winger's done well dealing with that.
Yeah.
But again, if Scotland can keep her in that corner, control the speed of that ruck and get off the line shoulder to shoulder.
And hopefully...
She's going to carry the ball.
That was a great shot.
She's done well riding that contact.
Unfortunately, yeah. Scotland just seem to have woke up in the last 2-3 minutes. You know, it's good to see. Like we said, this is all about attitude now and how they react from these mistakes. And they seem to have turned it round and stepped it up a notch, which is what we've been saying. You know, in towards the end of the first half, it's what we wanted to see. The Canadians are running strong, but Canada are just putting in just as much as a graft. You know, defending. The defence has in the last 2-3 minutes has really just picked up. So great defence, wrapping the ball up, bodies in front. That's what we've wanted to see. Six with the ball again. You know, she's got that threat of a kick. Evie Tonkin just chasing the ball back, and it's gone out of field of play.
you know, that kick kind of, it was a bit of a desperation thing. There wasn't really any clarity. You know, when your halfback's carrying the ball on tackle 4, into 5th tackle, it shows that you haven't really got a plan. And Canada have had to go through some hard work. The fact that Scotland kicked the ball well with some intent into the corner, they managed to make the winger carry out of that from against that touchline. And, you know, she might have rode the tackle, but that's a big indicator of Scotland's connectivity and defence there. 0 tackle with the first carry off the tap. And again, you want to just see more of the same. Some genuine intent in the carry. Emma Welsford riding that to a steal.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can imagine this just being a tap rather than a kick to touch with the wind being what it is. Unless Nicole's feeling brave. Well, she's go for it. There we go.
It's like we're up in the mountains, aren't we? Oh, and it's just stadium field, you know. The wind is... She's got a great step on her, that number 3, but yeah, the wind's not one for
wind's
really,
always going to send it back. I mean, it's important that Scotland... Oh, she's moved forward off the mark. It's important that they deal with that. You know, you can't carry it around with you. It's happened, you've got to move on, and it's about the next job mentality.
Yeah. Marcus seems to be working well there for the Scotland team, you know. Rebecca Moffat there with a tackle, and Welsford again, and Robin Price. 3 people you don't want to have tackling, yeah. But yeah, can they keep this Canada team out now? You know, they're running with speed and intent. Can Scotland defend it? I think she's just spun out of that tackle and got the ball down. You know, and that's unlucky for Scotland because they literally had their arms around that tackle. All they need to be doing really is wrapping that ball up, you know, protecting that ball. The ball is the threat. I think there was 2 people around that tackle, so I think they will be kicking themselves with that, especially with it, you know, being pretty much right under the sticks. So yeah, the defence has improved, it has picked up, but I don't think Scotland will be best happy with that defence, especially because they had all hands round that player and that ball. As you can see now, she sort of spins out of the tackle. She's pretty much right on the line, I think, when she does it. So it just needs to be tighter in around this play now, around the ruck. 2 markers in defence there as well. You don't really need 2 markers when it's inside the 10. So I just think that's just a bit of a, you know, experience thing and teamwork maybe.
Yeah, it's a bit of a soft one to concede there. And again, when Canada get into the areas where they're a threat, it's close to the goal line, and Pakulis is using her experience there. And the only thing that you can do with those marker system there is that once the pass is gone, you need to move. And I think the markers got caught a little bit stuck, and A was a little bit wide, so A defender couldn't fill that inside shoulder space. And again, you know, Megan Pakulis plays Super League for a reason. She knows what she's doing, and somebody of her size and strength that close to the goal line, you know, you're not going to stop a one-on-one.
Stay behind now! Stay behind here. What shot? Esme, come forward. Stay behind. Okay.
It's a great catch by the Canada number 6 again. You know, she's said before, she's got the skills. I think for the Scotland team now, Nicole Benson has come off the pitch, so don't think we'll be seeing any more big, massive shoulder shots. All that she's come off. And Canada, is that an incorrect play the ball, is it?
It is indeed. It's a handover. I think with these restarts, Scotland need to again show more urgency on the kick chase because the ball's sitting up in the air. That's inviting Canada onto the ball, and maybe kick the ball a little bit lower so it bounces around, so they've got to try and gather it. Or if it is going to be up in the air, it needs to be there long enough for that blue wall to get there and go meet her, because they have got some players who are willing to come onto the ball.
Again, there's always 3 in a tackle with Canada. You know, there's solid, 2 up top, solid. But they can't stop Emma Welsford, though. She's strong.
Touched by Canada.
Oh, it's pinged one of the Scotland players right in the head.
I think it was touched by Canada first, so it should be a Scotland feed at the scrum.
Yeah.
I thought contact as the ball gone back into Scotland's head, so it's going to be a scrum Scotland ball.
The referee's indicating a touch by Canada and then it hit a Scotland player in the head. Yeah.
Ellie Garside, that was, who just nicely took that ball straight to the face. You know.
So she didn't know much about it.
Hopefully she doesn't have eyelashes on because that would take them clean off, I'm sure.
Not everyone plays a game like you do, Sammy.
No, I think we all know that. My eyelashes, a bit of a nightmare.
Again, it's not about you.
Yeah.
Heads in now. This side, please. This side. Ladies. Halfbacks. 6. Hello.
An attacking opportunity for Scotland here. Scrum 35 metres out. Middle of the field.
Heads in. Wait. On you. Out. It goes clean.
Casey Curry with the ball in there. Emma straight to Charlotte Hill.
It's a good carry down that short side.
Strong is Charlotte, you know, really good leg drag. Can't even get her down.
Stand up, play the ball, nice.
Quick play the ball. Straight into Emma Welsford's arms. And Rebecca Moffat, is that now?
You have to credit Canada's work in defence. You know, even when the retreat's late, they're retreating with a bit of urgency. They turn around and they're willing to get off that line. And I think what's really indicative is their outside edges aren't moving up until their inside players are there. And it shows that they've worked hard on the defence and they prioritise being willing to do that. And again, 3 players into it, like they have done all day long, dominating the contact.
Welsford with the kick.
Tap 20. Tap 20. I don't think...
They need to react here. They need to turn around. Turn around, get lined up, and get the bodies in front. Evie Tonkin again there. She's just chased back and, you know...
She's going to move from there though, is she?
No, she took a boot to the head, has she? Again, the full-back, the Patra Wood, she's quick.
I think the fact that she's not moved from the floor there, the doctor's on the field, referee's called time off.
Yeah.
He's got no choice in that situation. I know Canada might be frustrated because they had some momentum, but when a player doesn't move and then the doctor's on the field, there's no choice. It's a really important opportunity for Scotland to get some air in the lungs, get a quick drink, regather themselves.
Number up. I think Evie took a bit of a knock in the first half as well. She was getting a head check then. I think
I'm sure it wasn't just her eyelashes.
I think it was a jaw. Yeah, maybe a teeth.
Which of those sponsors is eyelashes, by the way?
I know, I've been sponsored by an eyelash girl before. But yeah, Evie's not an eyelash girl, so I think she's okay with her eyelashes.
I thought everyone had eyelashes.
Not false eyelashes anyway.
Okay. Sorry. I think you can see Canada setting some shape up. It looks like they might be coming this side.
Yeah. This centre winger duo away, number 2 and 3. We've seen what they can do. They look set up, serious, ready to go.
Yeah, I think they've got some shape with a 7 at first receiver. She's got an inside option, and the back rower, you've got Pakulis out the back, and usually where Pakulis goes is an indicator of how they're going to play.
We have 10 minutes left. Yeah.
4 minutes, and then we're up to 6 minutes. So 4 minutes of work.
10 minutes to go now. The clock has stopped while Evie just gets seen to. She is coming off the field. Trying to see who Scotland have brought on. Shuffle they're going to make.
Looks like Becky Smart's going to full back. Looks like Kaya's going on that edge.
Kaya on the wing.
Nah, she's gone 3 in.
Yeah.
Maybe at the back row.
Yeah, she'll be second row again, won't she? I think she was in the first half. Yeah, and Casey's pushed out to wing there, and Charlotte Hill in its centre.
No interference, Scotland, come on! Clean the rocks up! Don't go back in!
Oh,
Good tackle, there we go.
Tackle.
She's done really well there. She's shut down a 3-on-1. She's come from the outside in, and she's just, when you're in that situation, if you're going to go get it, you've got to get after it. She's just done exactly that.
Yeah.
Again, Pakulis using her smarts, finding some space, quick play of the ball. Canada asking some questions here. She's done well stepping back inside.
She's in for a second try. Is she the Canadian centre?
Yeah.
Yeah, Canada were just quick then, you know. They worked from that tap 20. It was just fast. I don't think Scotland were kind of reacted to maybe, you know, the change around in the team. We had a fantastic shot over there by Charlotte Hill, textbook tackle. They just Scotland just needs to be getting, you know, up in the faces more, line speed more, putting that shot on and getting the bodies in front.
Yeah, great left foot step from Maddie Aberg there. She's done it all day. You know, some centres want to go on the outside. She's always stepping off that left foot and getting back into that space. And she's athletic. She's a big handful, and she's done well to finish her try there.
I think she'll get this kick too. You know.
Are you going to give her this one? Are you?
I'll give her this one. Yeah, she got the last one, so I'll give her this one.
No, thank you.
She's got a really interesting kicking technique, I've noticed, this number 7. She sort of does like a jump lunge, like a gymnast does when they do a tumble. So I'd be interested to know if she was a previous gymnast, because I do know a lot of rugby players. See, she's done like a little jump lunge there, and she's just missed that, unfortunately. But yeah, she does a little hop and a skip, which is a jump lunge. So I'm gonna find her and ask her if she does do gymnastics, because she's got gymnastics form. I think
sure, she'll really appreciate that. You know that kick that you missed when you did that jump lunge? Can you tell me if you did gymnastics?
I've never seen a player like run up to a kick with it like a jump lunge like that before. But it's interesting to see, and yeah, as a fellow gymnast as well, you can see the technique, the way she sort of like leads with a leading foot into the little run up she does. So yeah, she's missed that kick though. So it's 28, Canada 28, Scotland 4. Be nice for Scotland to get, you know, a try before the game finishes. They scored quite early on at the very start of the game. Caitlin Cox in the far right corner, so it'd be good to see if, you know, they can do something nice, some shape, some good rugby, and celebrate another win. Fantastic tackle there, Emma Welsford again.
She's been everywhere today,
she's unbelievable, yeah.
She's playing half-back on the right-hand side, but she's just getting after everything, forcing the error.
She's just forced that error there, you know.
That's a captain who takes her responsibility seriously.
Yeah.
If ever you want to follow somebody, get after her. There we go.
Yeah, she always puts her body on the line. She does, Emma Welsford. You know, she's only a young player. I think she's 20, and you know, I'm 29, and even I look up to her. A lot of girls do. She's brilliant. She's so good to have on your team. She's a brilliant captain, and there's no one better for the job as international captain. So yeah, she just demonstrates it through her playing style as well, how dominant she is. So yeah, Kaya Glynn there, about to get the ball from the scrum, and she's going to take it herself. Or she was.
Referee indicating you've got to reset the scrum. I think there's a bit of a push from Canada before the scrum was formed properly. Maybe some girls from a rugby union background who, on the engage, decide to start pushing.
Oh.
Kaya did a little pirouette there. She must be up there with the biggest number of carries in the game today, considering she's playing halfback.
Definitely.
And then there's a mate.
And Georgia together,
she's definitely in double figures as well.
Yeah. And I know Georgia's a player. She hates coming off the pitch when she gets taken off. She's like, I don't want to come off. She's an 80-minute prop. She is 80-minute loose forward. She doesn't like to come off at all. She
doesn't look impressed with that decision. No, she's lost the ball in contact. That. Just want to see Scotland respond positively to this.
Yeah.
Again, wouldn't be surprised to see Canada move the ball. Petra Wood starting behind the scrum.
Mm-hmm.
We know how much of a threat she is if she gets the ball in open space.
She's done well to keep hold of that. It's the speed they run onto the ball with Canada. They run with so much intent. They run strong. Each player is really athletic. You know, they are good players.
I think one player that we've probably neglected to mention is the dummy half. You know, the Canada 9, the delivery's always good.
Yeah.
Players can only come onto the ball at speed if the delivery's nice and clean, the ball's out in front, and consistently all day long.
Yeah.
You know, she's fit, she's up with play, and she's done her job.
Yeah.
Some dummy halves decide that they want to be more involved. She's just given good service to whoever's demanded the ball, and it's literally there every time they want it. I think she's been a big part of what Canada have done well today.
Yeah, definitely. Fifth and last tackle now. Oh, I should come off on those.
I've actually got a block that blocks a play from putting pressure on the kicker.
I think Canada kick chasers were offside there.
Moves across to block. 15. Moves across to block.
see what Scotland can do now, you know. Just getting out of this yardage, really. Just want to see some strong carries. Let's try and break through that Canada defence. They've been solid in defence, Canada have. There's no denying that. 3 in a tackle each time, 1 going legs. You know, it's very well drilled, you can see. And you're there. She's a great centre. She plays for Bristol Gold Ferns. She's always strong. She's always one to give the incorrect play the ball or knock on.
He's giving a knock on there, so it's a scrum to Canada. They're going to ask for the ball in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
You know, anybody watching, I think that the scoreline doesn't necessarily reflect the game. I think it's been closer than what the scoreline suggests. I think there's some key players in the Canada squad with experience who've taken opportunities when it's presented itself for them. I think athletically Canada have posed some serious problems all day long, and you know they've spent time together. The fact that they got the result against Wales last week means that we knew exactly what they were going to be, but that hasn't taken away from Scotland's resolve and effort. You know, they've scrambled really well, and I think unfortunately the fact that they're scrambling, the opportunities will just come off the back of a quick ruck. Again, Pakula's dictating traffic here. She's directing players around. If anything good is to happen, it's not going to be coincidental that she's involved. Yeah, again, when the play becomes a little bit too quick and all Scotland facing the sideline, trying to drift before they've dealt with the inside problem. And, you know, Canada have done well at identifying that.
It's tough when you are behind in a game, you know. You just gotta not got to let your heads dip, you know, stay positive, and just stay committed for the rest of your girls, you know. They'll all be kicking themselves, but they've just got to stay driven, stay focused and keep doing what they do.
Yeah, and I think that was Pakulis' last involvement. She's just been taken off to the sideline there. She's been replaced. She's definitely had a lot to say in the way that Canada have played the game today.
You have to kick that quick. A minute and a half left. Minute and a half.
Less than 5 minutes to go now. I think it's only about 1 minute maybe. I don't know if this clock is right on the screen, I'm not too sure. Oh, there's a minute and a half left.
I think it's there or thereabouts. I think referees indicated there's about a minute and a half here.
Yeah.
You just want to hope Scotland can defend this set, force Canada to kick the ball and, you know, keep the scoreline as it is.
Yeah, keep their heads up as well, you know. Don't want to see him, you know, walking up to take the kick with the heads down. They've done well. Canada are a strong, well-drilled side. Should be proud of their efforts today, the girls. It's never easy. You know, it's such a physical, tough game. And they are all still pretty new. And, oh, what a kick. And what a tackle. Oh, Caitlin, let go then. Scotland will be made up with that, you know, a knock-on quite early on. There's another knock-on.
Yeah, I think the referee's indicated there's no advantage from the knock-on, so he's taking them forward. An opportunity for Scotland to pack the scrum and call time off. If they might get one last roll of the dice. I feel like time might just run away from them here. They don't seem to be urgently packing it.
Yeah, and that's been the difference really. I'd say with Canada, they've been running to the scrums, they've been running from the kick-off, and Scotland have just been sort of walking. The odd player or two obviously have been like trying to rile the rest of the girls up and dragging them along, but
good offload there. Little bit of afters off the ball.
Oh. I thought she was going to give that ball then, but that was a great run. And
the referee's called full time. That brings things to a close. Canada 34, Scotland 4.
So yeah, it's a good game. I just want to say to the girls, you know, well done out there. It's never easy. Canada are a fantastic side. They're really well drilled, really athletic girls, strong and fast. And Scotland, they didn't give up. They put a graft in, and there is a lot to learn. There's a lot to build on. Both teams are still, especially Scotland, they're still relatively new, you know, still learning, getting to play with each other. A lot of girls are making their debuts today as well. So the girls have done well. And thank you for everyone back at home tuning in, or people who are on holiday, some people in Australia. You know, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate the support, and yeah, thank you.
Just for me, I just want to thank Hawick for the ongoing partnership that we've got. It's good to see us playing home games in Scotland, and long may this continue.
Bye guys.
Bye bye.
Well played, ladies. Good game, well played. Good game, ladies, well played. Well played, ladies, good game. Well, that's just not funny. I didn't chuck it at you on purpose, did I? Well played, good game.
But I won't say that to them because I'll see it. You might win if you win the shit back and got red carded.
What's that team in Reading, right?
That'll be Hawick probably.
Hope we get that. We're playing.
Yeah.
Do you need any more from us now?